Right, now we're going to test the sidings, because you can probably see we've done the concrete bases for the workers' accommodation. We've done the car park at the back, not finished or lined or anything. We've put the coal in. We've done a little bit of this, I was going to call it a bunker then, but siding. And we're going to test them now, because before we ballast them, we've got to make sure that the point motors aren't catching anything. Make sure that they can all manage everything, because there's no point in ballasting and wiring up all your points and then suddenly you find that, hold it, things aren't going to run down here. So if you want to make this engine go backwards, going to see an engine now go back into the siding. Won't it go anymore? So here we have a problem. So this is the reason we do this. Do you want to move it forward? So that could be glue on the so do you want to get the track rubber and have a go on the track? And this is why we do this, you see, because then you're making sure it could be glue. No, it's on this side, isn't it? It's this side. So go all
sides at the same time.
Yeah.
In case we have the same problem.
Yeah, that's true. And this is why you do this, you see, because if you've got glue on there, it could be glue, it could be the concrete that's too high that's stopping it moving. And we use a track rubber for this. It looked like lack of power because it didn't clunk or appear to catch. Let's have another go. Go on then, see if that's done it. And this is why we do these tests. Let me see what happens now. And there you go. Bring it, keep it going. No, you've still got a power problem there, so let it go back a bit. Now bring it forward, bring it out. And use the track rubber on that piece of track there as well. There's obviously glue on there. Right on there. Or something. It's lack of power, it's not because of anything that's on it. And do the point, gently go over the point, obviously gently. But I think it was the point more than anything else, maybe, or maybe both. But what it generally tends to be is UPVA glue, obviously, where you've had a lot of it splashing around, it gets on top of the track. But the great thing about UPVA is that it comes off easily. And try it now. So you've obviously got a power problem. Go on. Make it go forward.
It's like full power.
So obviously you've got a power supply problem. So take the engine shed off and run the track rubber all the way down that piece of the track. Just put it on the table. All the way down it, right across it, right across it. I'm leaving it running so you can see the kind of things, the kind of conflicts you can get. Pardon me. And what I'm also going to do is just give here a little scrape in here in case we've got a bit of glue stuck in there. Okay, let's try it again without the shed on. No, don't worry. We know it's not the engine because it's running fine on the other part of the track. So we'll try it now. So what I'm going to do is be gentle with it. Turn the power down. Go on. Bring it forward. Forward. Right, try it the other way. So we know that is absolutely fine. So my view is it's a power issue here maybe. Is that going right across? Appears to be. Bring that out. Sorry, my stupidity. Go on, bring it out. Take it back. That's it, take it out. Okay, now take it back. Go on. There we go. And take it out. And you can see we've solved it. And take it back. Perfect. And take it out. And this is the sort of thing you do to make sure that everything runs okay. A little bit of fettling. And it shows you what you do. And put it back. That's perfect. And we'll bring another one. Sorry, I'm blocking the view. Put another one in. Same type. But that's basically what you do. You don't panic when something doesn't work. You look back at what you've done, you look at the issues, and it is, a lot of the time it's quite simple. Okay, go backwards. It's not on the track properly. It does help if you've got a train on the track. The train's not on the track right, it isn't going to go right, is it? That's it, go on then, take it back. And that's going through a curved point, by the way. And forward. All the way, all the way. And back. And you're making sure the engine isn't clipping any of the point motors. And that's perfect. Right, now let's test these. And forward. That's where the trams live. And we're making sure that we're not clipping any point motors. Perfect, and back. And you want to change the port I can reach. And the other point and the other tram. And as I say, you're making sure you're not clipping any point motors. You're making sure that things run out smoothly. And back again. Obviously when you've ballasted you've got to do the same thing again. But at least you know that the points and everything runs fine. They're all connected fine. You're not clipping any point motors. And forward. Perfect, and back. Now I can see a problem we may have, and I'll point it out to the camera, not with this because it's just here, because it's very, very close. Does that go back at all? Yes, it does. Can that go back a bit more? Pull it back.
That's it.
And twist it round to the right. That's it, that's fine now, that won't clip anything. And forward. And obviously you've got to check because the engines attack things from different angles. And backwards. Perfect. And forward. And backwards. Perfect. And forward. Go on. This is one of Hornby's new models. That runs nice, that does. Duchess of Gloucester. And backwards. And you could see everything runs pretty cool. What you're checking for is you're checking your engine sheds, because we're going to draw around these now. We know they're in the right place, so when we ballast, we put them back in the same place. You're making sure there's clearance for the engines. You're making sure you've got clearance on your points going backwards and forwards because of the tenders clipping them. Obviously, if you've got points that are under the underboard point motors, it doesn't matter. I'm not keen on them, but it's each their own. Is you're making sure they're at the right angles so engines aren't clipping them. Like here, when we ran coaches round, I had to move this out because coaches were clipping it. And you may be able to see marks here where coaches were clipping them. I had to move that out. But as far as the engines and sidings are concerned, they're cool. You're also testing this because if your points aren't quite level or you've got a slight hump, some of them, the bogies may come off. You may have to adjust them and shim them. I haven't, as you can see. That's why I use screws, because you can put small body washers underneath to shim them to keep them straight. So for all these reasons, you do all your testing before you ballast. So you know if you've got any problems, once you've ballasted, you know it's your ballasting and it's not your points, it's not your point motors in the way. So you pretty much cleared up a lot of your problems before you start. As you could see over here, we had glue problems on the point, stopping the train going through. But that's because it's been ballasted and we hadn't actually used a track rubber over them. And if you've got UPVA on the track, you saw for yourself, just a track rubber, a few seconds, and everything is fine. Thank you for watching.